Be nice, Jennifer. Jennifer, please be kind. Jennifer, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. You're just being mean. I wasn't very good at this from an early age. My poor mother. It's true, I wasn't very nice unless others were nice to me first. And I wasn't really kind either. In fact, sometimes I was intentionally mean just to see the reaction. And to my mother's great disappointment, I always spoke my mind, whether it was nice or not. I didn't care if I was kind. I was always honest. Brutally honest. I did, however, find out early in life by the contorted look on people's faces they did not much like my truth. So most thought that my genuine honesty was just mean. I didn't learn the things my mother was trying to teach me. I couldn't abide by her rules. I had my own rules, and my rules were to speak my mind. It's interesting, though, that despite all of her admonishments, I got the sense that she never really truly cared if I actually listened to her. Instead, I got the greater sense that she was doing it out of conformity. I think at some point she realized, and secretly liked, that I didn't conform. She tried and tried to correct me. But I think sometimes my total honesty was logical and she couldn't really argue with it. I still remember her half smile after a lengthy conversation when my final assertion was that I was never going to be nice to people who aren't nice to me, and I don't even care if I'm mean to them. If I thought something, I said it. I had no filter. My mother, the kinder, gentler, much more appeasing soul, took the brunt of this, and I hurt her feelings many, many times. Underneath all of that motherly advice, my mother truly did want me to be my own person, and I think she did secretly admire the person that I was becoming. Her scolding came to me because she had a problem with her truth. She worried she would upset people or be seen as mean. She worried people wouldn't like her. I think she may have even worried that my honesty would paint her as a bad mother. Oh, my mom worried and worried. But truly, I don't think my mom ever really worried about me. I mean, I know I bewildered her when we moved from New York to Virginia, and on the first day of school, she got a call from the principal's office saying that I was scheduled to be paddled for refusing to call my very southern teacher ma'am. And I'm sure she questions herself another time when I was again sent to the principal's office in third grade for telling Tammy Wellington that she smelled like pee and no, she could not sit next to me on the bus. And yes, she did smell like pee. My poor mom wasn't worried about me, but she did worry about my truth. I know now that mine scared her because hers never really came out. She really never did quite know what to do with it, and my need for constant, transparent authenticity shook her to the very core. But through her love as my mother, she always let me be me. I realize only now that I am so glad that I never listened to my mother. Her words, anyway. It seems that sometimes when we listen to the spoken words, we also adopt the fear that comes with them. As an adult raising my own children, I can recognize the lie underneath her feigned corrections. Don't speak your truth, because it's hard for me to speak mine, is what she was always saying to me. Thank goodness our hearts sometimes recognize that despite our childhood need to please, our concern for the judgment by others, that listening to our mothers may not be the thing to do at all. To this day, I still shock my mother all the time. She has no idea what to do with me when I buck the family consensus at parties. But now she just shakes her head and smiles, most of the time. In loving me through my brutal honesty, she's given me the gift of unconditional love. I appreciate now that that is what I listen to. Almost never her words, but her love. I always felt it, even when my behavior was disappointing. My mother loves me, and now she's even learned to love my truth. Shelley could never teach me to be kind, and she couldn't make me be nice. But she could love me through my somewhat ugly years, and with that love, I listened. I heard what she said in her heart and from her soul, and with every sense of her being. I love you, and I want you to be you, and I'll always be here to love you, even with your sometimes ugly truth. And for that mothering, I am forever grateful.